G'day campers and drivers, I'm Jay from Jay and Bash and you're watching Camp and Drive Australia. This is Lake Burrumbeet South, as I was saying to you earlier. It's a bit of a crowded campground, surprisingly. There's quite a few people around, but I did manage to find myself a spot sort of in between camps. It's a far way from the toilet block, but I'll just have to make do. The scenery is stunning, and for a winter's day, I really couldn't have asked for any better. According to the thermometer, it's about 15, 16 degrees, and the sun is bright. The sky, as you can see, is pretty clear, and the lake is just awesome. There are people out there fishing a little bit further down, and there's a boat ramp as well, so people can come here for boating. But for me, I'm going to make myself comfortable at camp and have a sit down and a rest now that I've done all that setup, and then I'll think about dinner. I have set the fire already, so I might light that kind of early, because once the sun goes down, it is going to get cold fast here. I think I might have mentioned we are in for a -2 tonight, so I've got all of my warm clothes packed away and a rated sleeping bag, so I should be right. I do wonder, with it being such a cold night tonight, whether or not condensation is going to be an issue for me in the swag. It's the first time that I've actually had the swag in -degrees, assuming the forecast is correct, so as I said, -2. Yeah, so I'll have the flaps open at each end for airflow, which is a must in any swag. You need the airflow, otherwise the condensation will build up and drip down on you all night, which I don't really want. So yeah, I'll have that open, vented, be all rugged up. I've got my Tigers scarf with me, go Tigers, except we're at the bottom of the ladder this year. Other than that, I have food already prepared, which I can just heat up on the fire or use the gas stove if that's easier. Dinner all ready to go, just waiting in the cartridge for me, so I'll get into that when the time comes. Well, it'll only be a few more minutes before the sun is down. The air temperature is getting cold already. I've had to put the hoodie on, and I've got plenty more layers to go as it gets colder through the night. My fire is not doing overly well. It's burning, but it's burning slowly. It's red gum I've got, and I really should have split it into smaller pieces. I keep forgetting our fire pit is so small. And that I should be splitting the wood much smaller, which I will do tomorrow if I learn my lesson. Let's hope that I do. In the meantime, I'm going to go and cook myself some dinner on the gas stove, as I'm not going to have good embers until about 7 o'clock, and I'm starving now. Not bad. Pre-cooked by Bash. might be a little bit on the cool side, but we are getting a beautiful sunset here. Well, so far so good. Looks like we've got a decent camp. Everybody else is being relatively quiet. I've been enjoying the sunset, had my dinner already. Nice to have a hot meal when you're out in the bush, especially when you didn't have to cook it yourself, because all I had to do was reheat, which I enjoy. I'm not much of a cook. Well, not out at camp anyway. I don't mind cooking in the kitchen. But yeah, I'm enjoying this. It's nice by the lake. I'll definitely recommend this place, and let's hope nobody turns on doof doof music at 2 o'clock in the morning. It's my bedtime now. You can see I've got my hoodie on, got my tracky dacks and long underwear. It's not that cold at the moment. It's about 5 degrees, I think. So it is supposed to drop down quite low tonight, below zero anyway. But it's nice and warm in here, so I think I'll be all right. So good night to you. I'll see you in the morning. Good morning. It turned out not to be too bad a night. It did get down into the minuses, but it was comfortable enough in here. It was actually quite snug. It was a little bit cold about 5 a.m, but I had a couple of layers I could have put on and didn't. I just lay here slumbering. Sun's up now. It's getting toasty warm in here, so I might get outside and have a look around, have some breakfast and go for a walk. If you're going camping in a swag, I think the awning over the top from the car is definitely the way to go, or obviously there are freestanding awnings as well. But there's a lot of condensation on the underside of the awning, which has only dripped a little bit down onto the swag. But I had no condensation in the swag at all, and it was sub-zero last night, so that was good. I was glad not to get dripped on. That's always pleasant. I took a slow start to the day. I've just had my breakfast, a cold one, and now I'm thinking I'll go and take a walk and see what the rest of this place looks like. Well, believe it or not, that's all from me. I've only done the one night. I woke up this morning feeling a little bit crook, not sure why. Thought I'd go and walk it off, but I'm not feeling any better afterwards. So the prospect of packing up tomorrow, if I'm feeling worse, wasn't very attractive. So I thought I'll pack up now. Just enjoy the fact that I've had the one night out here at Lake Burrumbeet, South Campground, if you want to check it out. It's a long campground. There are quite a few people camping here, so I suggest if you're coming on a weekend, get in early. But yeah, look, it's huge, so there's plenty of spaces and you should be able to get somewhere with a lake view. So yeah, have a shot at it. It's well worth the trip.